Hello and welcome to Death Rant, a Metalocalypse podcast. Broadcasting from Mordhouse, we're here to dissect animation's most brutal show. I'm Mono, and I've figured out how to travel through time at the speed of regular time. And she's Kira, and that's her bread and butter you're fucking with.
Yeah, no touchy.
No touchy, any of the band. Well, maybe Murderface.
Yeah, no. Well, he is essential, even though they
we need his brutality.
Yeah, it's a common hatred.
But yes, we finally get Charles being badass.
Yay!
Because it's season 1, episode 20, the Metalocalypse Has Begun.
Yes, where we finally get the kind of culmination of the council's machinations.
Well, it's not, because it's just a part of the council going rogue, in fairness. But yeah, we've made it to the end of season 1.
Yeah.
It's the final episode. No new directors, but directors, because Chris Pernosky and John Schnepp, the two who had been mostly directing throughout the season, directed this episode together.
Yes, there's a lot in this.
Yeah, no, it's a fucking excellent episode, to be honest.
It's got one of my favourite songs.
Favourite song, excellent Charles moment, excellent band moments.
Yes.
Some excellent gore and brutality. It's got everything that this show is about, basically. Yeah. But before we jump into it, one last summary for season 1. After months of fan terrorism and suicides, Dethklok finally agreed to play Deathwater to humans. A faction of the Tribunal uses the opportunity to stage an assassination attempt on the band, but one man stands ready to stop it all. We know who that one man is. Charles.
You get cold opening.
Oh, one of the best.
Get to see Pierre again.
Jean-Pierre giving them soup.
I love their mugs. I want their mugs so badly. The skull heads.
And Charles trying to give them a warning about the death threats.
But they don't care.
You've been getting death threats from your fans and pickles, so they're going to die. No, it means they want to kill you. But that's different. It tries to be like, okay, here's a security briefing because of these death threats in the upcoming show, and they're like, okay, yeah, cool, noted. Let's move on. And then he's like, any merch. And we get the best death merch ever.
Oh, the time travel face bag.
Yeah, the time travel face bag. Where they're all like excited to show it to them. They're like, are you ready? Go. And they all have their plastic bags ready to pull over their heads. Jess is just standing there like, okay.
Alright.
What is this? It's the time travel's face bag.
He takes it off and he's like, we've discovered the key to travelling through time at regular time.
Yeah.
And one of them takes it off and is like, you, boy.
It's Murderface.
What day is it? And he's like, Pickles is like, it's Wednesday. It's Friday.
It's Friday. Yeah, it's just, I love the time travel face bag so much because they're all such idiots about it when they have it on and they're explaining like how it works. I love it. I really, really do.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where it's like, they really are just fucking stupid. There's a lot of that in this episode, actually, where you just get to see them being
complete idiots. Yeah, and why they absolutely need Charles to be around. Yeah, it's credits after the time travel face bag.
And they get Dethklok minutes, or no, it's not Dethklok minutes. It's just the news
yeah.
talking about all the different petitions to get them to play the Deathwater album because it's just for Fish, like because of the lawsuit that had happened.
Well, they said it was for Fish initially.
Yeah,
and then there was a lawsuit because the kids tried to kill themselves. Or did kill themselves.
Yeah, they all drowned themselves.
Charles won by saying, well, it was intended for fish and it says it on the side.
Yeah.
And then...
Screw you.
Yeah, Nathan said they were never going to play it for humans because it's not for humans.
It's for fish.
But yeah.
But there's like a massive... there was like the petitions had no use until...
There was a suicide petition and a terrorism petition where they defaced national monuments and, you know...
In fairness, if anything deserves to be defaced, it is Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
It defaced a landscape. It's a fucking travesty. Anyway.
Yep.
I'm all down with that. But the slaughtering of innocents in the streets, that's taking it a bit
loads of
far.
fans killing themselves.
Yeah.
So
fans killing themselves, whatever. You chose to do that. Slaughtering people in the streets, nah.
There's a clip of a conference where Nathan says he doesn't think it's artistically the right thing to do, but financially it is.
So once again, billionaires.
Yeah, so they're going to play the show.
Yeah. Just once in the Gulf of Danzig.
Yep.
He does love his kitties.
Yes, Danzig does love his kitties.
I do enjoy Danzig and the Misfits.
But fresh off the news, the Tribunal are discussing it.
Yeah.
And it's just Dethklok are playing a gig. What are we expecting? And the general's like the usual mass fan casualties and destruction of natural environments.
Yeah.
And I love when...
they're like, oh, okay.
Thingy, Mark Hamill, Senator Stampington.
Yes.
The way he just goes, yes. But yeah, they're like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, usual shit. And then
and
the senator, or not the senator, the general and Reverend,
the cardinal,
go off and have a secret meeting down a long elevator down in his little tiny office.
Yeah,
where they had the clown.
Yes, it is where they had the clown.
And they have their little secret discussion about, we must kill them.
Yeah,
you go ahead and meet there. I have to go and get something. And that something turns out to be a horrible assassin.
Yeah,
dude.
I think he's just the masked assassin.
Yeah, but he's the brother
of Agent 216.
Yeah, it's revealed.
Yeah, the general is like, goes there and tells him he's a hard man to track down, and the assassin's like, only because I let you.
Yeah.
And then he says, your brother is dead.
He's like, okay, let me just pause the torture. Well, not even pause the torture, just
finish it.
Stop.
Yeah, I'll just kill this guy, and then we can talk.
Yeah. And he's like, how do you know that? And he's like, oh, because he worked for me. And then he shows him a picture of his brother with a hole in his face.
Yep.
And we get a flashback to how that happened.
Just a very brief recounting of it, but with the best bits.
The blood fountain out of the sides of the codpiece.
I know. Oh, that codpiece. Yeah, but the general tells him
fuck you, I'm 421.
The general tells him he knows who's responsible and he can get him his vengeance. And then for the rest of the episode, it's basically just all the show. Because
it's the prep for the show of them like trucking in all the stuff, because obviously it's a Dethklok show, so it's not exactly in an arena. You just have to show up at the edge of whatever natural wonder they're performing at.
Well, they are not even performing for people. I think
they're
they say
performing
for the fish. They say it in the tribunal, but when you see the stage, they're facing the ocean. They're not facing the crowd.
But there's speakers like underwater because they're on these insane giant speaker stacks. It's basically very. Oh my god, what is the band called? Hot Black Diesto.
Hot Black Diesto. Disaster area.
Yeah, it's kind of a more like
terrestrial
disaster area. Like they're not blowing up planets, but
that's kind of how I sell the show to people who know Hitchhiker's Guide from the Galaxy. I'm like, disaster area. They're a like Earth-based death metal version of that.
Yeah, with less planetary destruction.
Scaled down.
And Charles hasn't worked out how to make them dead for a year for financial reasons.
Yes. But yeah, there's just this montage of trucks arriving, people arriving, fish arriving, military arriving, and the general getting his shit ready.
All the coordinations and all the various like the Dethklok headquarters where Charles is overseeing everything. Yeah. And then you've got like Crozier overseeing his little military operation.
Yeah, and as
show begins,
Go Into the Water starts to play.
It's so good.
These big towers rise up out of the water with giant axe screen things on them that then start swinging around.
Madness. Oh, I love it. I love the fucking over the top theatricality of their shows. And I still think my favourite one is when they get the fucking mace cod pieces and play the show with it.
Oh, the mace codpiece. I think that's actually I think that might be the first episode of
it's
season
to get
2
them to come back so they get to play the execution.
Choki trusts with the mace codpiece and it blinds a driver, and then isn't that what
crashes through the prison wall?
So yeah, we finally figured out it's season 2 episode 1. Anyway, we're next episode. Hooray, codpieces. But back with this episode, the band are playing the song, and
it's ridiculous.
The
assassin dude is in the crowd, and the assassin dude does like way too much too early.
It's a terrible plan. The assassin is sent in to assassinate the band, but they fire rockets at the stage while he is approaching it. And it's like, what?
But he's like just slaughtering members of the audience.
He puts this like
they're already at risk by being there, like.
Yeah, the band actually aren't responsible for any fan deaths. It's just him.
Yeah, and the military.
And yeah, he starts slashing his way through the crowd for no reason. Like, because that's only going to slow him down.
Yeah, waste of energy, dude. What the fuck? You're supposed to be like this like assassin, this like insane assassin dude. Like,
it's not like with 216.
Some Homelander shit going on there.
216, even actually with 216, we were like, why is he going now? It's not like this is the last opportunity he's going to have to kill them. But 216 just runs through the crowd. He doesn't start killing Blacketeers unless they get in his way. But yeah, so he starts killing a whole lot of fans and runs towards the stage.
Blacketeers are far more dangerous than an average audience member.
Yes, as is evidenced in a few moments. Yeah. Because, the missiles fire at the stage. The assassin keeps running.
Military barrage that they send out to take them to take down the band. But in fairness, like, Dethklok has an army.
But why bother with the assassin if you're going to have the missiles? Like, if he's a backup plan, fine, don't send him in at the start. Yeah. But the general's not good at planning, as we've discovered anyway.
Yeah, he's kind of a throw everything you got at them at the same time.
Hope it works.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. Charles gets in time and closes up the stage into its giant metal box form.
And then evacuates the boys
through the pentapods.
I was just like, great, another penta word I can fuck up.
Well, at least it was in the last episode and not the previous
They look
one.
like the little, the little submarine that Dick Nubbler was in.
Yes.
They look like that little escape pod
I'd imagine, it's much the same, only this one is for the air. But yeah, they fire out through a pentagram.
Just the noises, the screams out of the five lads.
I know. And I love the idea, as we discover, that
they don't know
they have no idea that
because they don't
what
pay
happened
attention.
Because they wouldn't pay attention anyway, which I assume is why Charles just
shit.
Well, just skipped over the safety briefing. Yeah. Well, we saw him skip over the safety briefing, actually, which is probably where he would have told them about the pentapods, because they weren't going to remember, and they weren't going to pay attention anyway.
Yeah.
So just drop them into the pods and fire them away.
And luckily they don't move around the stage much.
No, they just stand there and windmill most of the time. Well, except for Toki, as we find out in a minute. Yeah. But as the pods are flying away, the masked assassin shoots at one and hits Toki's, which careens into Squizgar's and sends them off to the side.
And he's like, cool, I'm going to go get them because the other 2 versus 3, I have a better chance.
And they're going off course. So are less likely to have people waiting for them.
Yeah.
So the only good bit
they
of tactics he shows.
They crash and get out, and it's hilarious because Squizgar's like, what the hell was that? What was this thing we were doing?
What were we even in?
And then turns to Toki and goes, is it just me or did yours?
No, what was up with your guitar playing? Toki's like, what? It was awesome. No, it was dildos. Again.
It's just like, what the fuck? What's this? What happened? Why does your guitar sound like that?
And then,
priorities, Squizgar.
Well, I mean, in fairness, the rest of the band don't really have their priorities either, because they land wherever they're supposed to and also have no idea what's happened, and they're standing there discussing what's happening. They're like, Pickles is like, this is just what Charles said, it was fans trying to kill us.
Yeah, and they're like, why would they do that? It's like, it's a shame there's some good kids.
Immediately start talking about how it's sad that fans do things like that for attention instead of trying to, get to safety.
Yeah.
And then when a bunch of lights come on, they immediately assume it's a rescue team. Pickles is like, hey, it's us, Dethklok, stranded out here in the open.
Middle of nowhere.
And Murderface is like, I'm fucking hungry, I hope they brought food.
Yeah.
And Nathan's like, yeah, I could really go for some cheese, some fancy cheese.
Oh yeah, and Pickles is like on some Kool-Aid.
Of the great persuasion.
And like fancy cheese and Kool-Aid.
Yeah, just absolute fucking idiots.
And they throw gas grenades at them and they're like, oh cool, firecrackers. Let's steal them. And then they all collapse.
Not before Murderface starts to say, I remember when I was a kid. And then passes it.
But just, guys, come on.
Yeah, I know. But
and they're surrounded by the military because there's like tanks and shit.
Toki and Squizgar are at least trying to find their way to safety because they're wandering through the woods arguing about Toki's guitar playing. Where Toki's like, hey look, I'm up on stage every night. I'm rocking out. Like,
and
you're
he's
just
like,
standing
that's
there.
your problem. Like it's sloppy.
Yeah, it's at the expense of sloppy playing. And then a tree explodes beside them and they're just like, that was weird. We see the masked assassin run at them. But before we see what happens to them, we cut back to the lads. Well, where the lads are passed out and the military are awaiting orders.
Yeah, it's approaching them.
And then a shitload of clocketeers show up.
Yeah, they're like, mist dissipates and there's basically an army of clocketeers who have...
Yeah, with deathcopters in the background dropping in more.
And unlike the military who all have firearms, they are...
It's all melee weapons. It's all axes and swords and chains.
And, bats and shit like
that. The stuff with which Nathan would have gone to war with a street gang.
Yes.
Bottles and chains.
And they are incredibly effective with those.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. At the end, there's only a few left standing.
Lots of melee weapons, lots of carnage.
Yeah.
Lots of carnage. I do enjoy the guy who gets shot entirely through, circular through the shield and the chest. And then
looks down, moves the shield out of the way, looks at himself and falls over.
Yeah. There's not enough, because you see at the start when they're the gig setting up and they're the fucking amazing intro to go into the waters playing. And there's a lot of focus on killer whales and shit.
Yeah.
And then you see none of them. Because I would have appreciated at least one or two noms of fans falling in and stuff.
Well, yeah, that was one thing I was thinking actually. Once the military started attacking, the focus is all on the masked assassin, the military, and Dethklok, and we don't see any of the fans. There's no mass fans exodus running away and trampling each other or any like that, falling into the ocean and getting eaten. Really, I think there's maybe one shot. No, there's not. No, because I was counting. I was actually counting the on-screen deaths this week. But before that battle concludes, the masked assassin is just about to assassinate Toki and Skwiskar.
Oh yeah, they're lying in the snow, and he's like, "I will see you in Valskalas."
Yeah.
Goes,
I always hated you.
Skwiskar.
I know. I'm assuming Star Wars reference.
Yeah.
To I love you and I know.
Yeah.
But then we get the best line in Dethklok history.
Yeah, because there's a shot fired and it's Charles.
Yeah, and he says, "You're fucking with my bread and butter."
Yeah.
And then throws the gun away and
then takes his tie off.
Yeah.
So you know shit is getting real. Doesn't even take the suit jacket off.
He
just
means
the tie.
He means business all day, every day. When he takes the tie off, he really means business.
Like, yeah, and fucking masked assassin dude throws away the guns, takes out 2 knives. Charles is like, yeah, whatever. Come at me, bro.
Charles just dominates him straight away.
The elbow.
Snaps his arm and then stabs him in the side with the broken arm and then kicks him into the Gulf, I assume.
Yeah.
And rescues the 2 lads. And then it's like, right.
Goes and gets the other... Let's go find the other 3.
Yeah, let's go find the others who are still passed out with only a few soldiers left alive and presumably no clocketeers.
Yeah.
And the cardinal and the general are there and the general is like, do it now.
You gotta do it now, whatever you're doing. And he's like, no, we can't. We need to pray over it.
I assume do it is like kill them.
Do it. Do it. But he's like, starts chanting and what's his face appears. I can never say Silesia. Shows up and he's like, you betrayed me!
Yeah, pops the heads of the remaining soldiers and then tells the cardinal, be blind, and his eyes pop out.
And then all his intestines start spewing out his throat.
Yep, and then he tells the general,
I still need you, go to sleep.
And he goes to sleep and then he just disappears into the mist.
Yeah. The 3 lads wake up and the cardinal's just lying there being like, the Metalocalypse has begun.
Well, yeah, Charles and Toki and Skwiskar show up as the lads wake up.
And the shadow of the 5 of them.
And chirp, and the episode and thus season is over.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, Mad Prophecy has unlocked. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, they do. We've said it a couple of times. They start to develop that more.
Yeah.
As they go on. It is a bit uneven in this season.
Yeah,
because it's like most of the time they're just commenting on what's happening and it's kind of funny, but then other times they're actually supposed to be
meddle.
Yeah, actors, and it's like, I feel like they haven't found the balance right yet, but they get it better in season 2. But that's season 2 talk. That was the episode, and there was no kill count on the trivia page that I get my trivia, which I was annoyed by because I was like, there's loads of on-screen deaths in this, so I counted them myself. And I think I got all of the actual on-screen deaths. So you have the torture victim of the masked assassin, who he kills. Then you've got 6 fans getting sliced up. Yeah,
I feel bad for those fans.
They knew what they were getting into.
Yeah.
Then you have 7 clocketeers and or soldiers dying on screen in the battle. 5 soldiers' heads get popped. 1 cardinal gets his eyes popped.
He dies.
Who? The cardinal?
Yeah.
Yeah. The masked assassin doesn't, so I'm not counting him. Yeah. Spoiler. Which gives us a total
Well, in fairness, I always kind of assume with characters like that, if you don't see them getting like viscerally pulled apart, they might come back.
Well, I mean, Twink Gladys looked pretty dead.
Yeah, Twink Gladys looked pretty Nobler's eyes popped out.
But he comes back. You see that in the newspaper things.
Jean-Pierre.
Yeah, again, you see him at the end of the same episode. So, yeah, he does come back. But 20 on-screen deaths and a hell of a lot more implied because... There's like
all the military.
Yeah, there's a whole battlefield worth of military and clocketeers who are no longer alive at the end of it. So hundreds, presumably, but 20 on screen. Which leads us into metal trivia.
I guess I didn't know all that stuff was metal.
We get our first look, obviously, at the masked metal assassin. And we have some new gear. We have the Pent pods. Yeah. But also the time travel face bag. Never comes back, but like... I'm going to mention it as often as I can because it's a time travel face bag.
I want to count the closet where they have like secret meat needs and stuff like that as gear because it's always the same tiny closet.
Yeah, so the Gulf of Danzig is
Danzig.
And Danzig is Danzig. On the DVD, the subtitles, when Skwiskar tells Toki, I will see you in Valhalska, the subtitles read, I will see you in the House of the Metal Gods, apparently. Okay. The monitor of the Deathwater concert has images of Blood Ocean on them, particularly of Nathan's robot arm. As Nathan sings to the fish, you see various fish life, or sea life, including anglerfish, jellyfish, hammerhead sharks, and...
Yeah, it's a bit like Underwater Friends.
Killer whales. Yeah. Skwiskar mispronounces Valhalla, even though it's a Scandinavian word. But, it's just funny. So they always mispronounce things. This is the final episode of the show to be presented in the 4:3 screen format. They start using the new one from the next episode in season 1-2. And Skwiskar, I said that already. Skwiskar and Toki's exchange is reminiscent of Leia and Han Solo. And then one last bit is the Latin that curtain. Yeah. It's the Our Father. It's the start of the Our Father in Latin.
All right.
We do have a guest this week.
Yay!
I know who you are.
And it's the best guest.
Yes.
It's Corpse Grinder.
Yay!
He's back as the assassin. And we also have an excellent song this week.
Yes, Go Into the Water.
We go out to the beasts of the sea to come forth and join us. This night is yours. Because one day we will all be with you in the black and deep. One day we will all go to the moon.
Yeah, it's
such a good song.
Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely one of my favourite off Death Album 1, I think.
Yes.
It's fucking excellent.
And it's a big, epic fucking...
Some of their tracks have, like, really, really, really long intros, and they tend to be really, really, really good songs.
Yeah.
This is one of them. So, how about most awesome moment of the episode for the last episode?
Oh, darn, that's awesome. That's really awesome.
Probably Charles.
Oh, yeah, there's no question.
It's
Charles. You're fucking with my bread and butter.
No, that's my bread and butter you're fucking with.
Yeah. But,
yeah!
Yeah, it's a get away from her, you bitch moment. It absolutely is. Most brutal.
But then just like the takedown is so clean.
Oh, it's so swift, yeah. Like Charles doesn't fuck around.
Yeah.
Business.
It's
all business.
time.
Yeah.
Business time. Hamburger time.
Yes, hamburger time. That's season 3 though, I think. Most brutal then?
Oh, that's brutal.
Oh, it's got to be that clocketeer getting shot in the teeth. I just, you know how I feel about teeth.
The Cardinal?
No, it's the 3 shots to the teeth. It just, I can't. There's a thing.
For me,
it's teeth and, you know, like that bit in Jackass with the paper cuts between the webbing on the toes. Yep. There's,
for me,
shot in the teeth.
It's either the Cardinal or all the semi-carved up corpses in...
Oh, that is nasty, but no, your man getting shot in the teeth.
No, I'm going to go with the Assassin's Room and all those weirdly hanging corpses.
No. Nah.
Okay, well, we'll move on from teeth to favourite quote then.
Don't quote me on that.
Favourite quote? Oh God, I don't know. Pickles. Oh, what? So they die?
Yeah, Pickle has quite a few good ones. This too late after great persuasion.
And it's us Dethklok in the middle of nowhere.
Stranded in the middle of nowhere. Even it's Friday.
It's Friday.
Skwiskar being like, what the hell was that? What the hell did we just lie in? What the hell was up at your guitars?
Yeah. There are just a lot of them, and then the same...
time travel facebake. We've figured out how to travel forward in time, or how to travel through time at the speed of regular time with plastic bags.
No. I actually think it's just Pickles.
Which Pickles?
It's us Dethklok stranded in the middle of nowhere, because it's all in the delivery.
Yeah, so many of Pickles' lines are all about the delivery. No, I'm just going to have to go with Charles, just because it's so iconic.
Yeah. That's my bread and butter you're fucking with.
So, lastly, Zaz.
There are 2 kinds of shows out there. Those with and those without Zaz.
Zaz, this is a 10.
Absolutely. No question. Really 10 banana stickers, all the banana stickers.
It's a fucking, it's like, there's a lot in the episode, but it's not, it's just a lot of strings come together, and then because it's all, the back half is just all up with Go Into the Water, and then Carnage.
Yeah, no, like I said there at the start, it's got everything. It's got good music, it's got the band being stupid, it's got like good ridiculous gore, it's got the tribunal actually doing something, it's got Charles being a badass.
Yeah.
It's got everything. It's got everything, so it gets 10 banana stickers. And that is it for the Metalocalypse Has Begun and season 1. So next week will be season 2, episode 1, Dethkution.
It's also one of my favourite songs from the Death album too.
It's also one of my favourite,
because it's got pew pew noises in it and it makes me so happy.
No, it's not that
no,
one.
I know it is this one, but this one also has.
No, it's got my favourite chirp bit, like the bit over the end of the credits. With your man.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that wraps it up for the Metalocalypse Has Begun. As ever, guys, thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week. But in the meantime, if you want, you can head back and listen to our previous episodes, or our other podcasts, Monorants at the Movies, or Monorants the Boys, which is currently covering Gen V Season 2. Or you can come and find us on Blue Sky at Death Rants, or send your own rants to monorantspodcast@gmail.com. We'll chat to y'all soon. Bye-bye.